Hello again, everybody. Today's video is going to be on 3D shape properties. And I'm going to go over the properties that consist of the number of faces, edges, and vertices that 3D shape properties have. Today's video is going to be focusing on the cube as the primary source to provide the number of faces, edges, and vertices for the 3D shape properties. Okay, now I know there's many more 3D shapes out there. However, in order not to keep the video going for too long, I will use the cube only as the primary source. And then at the end of the video, I will have a bonus activity where you can practice finding the number of faces, edges, and vertices with other 3D shapes. Okay, so let's go ahead and explore and find out how many faces, edges, and vertices the cube has now. So I have here this cube, and what I'm going to do is just show you how many faces the cube has. So if you're wondering what a face is, it's basically just this large flat part here that you can see, and I will show you how many parts of it are shaded using this cube here for the entire video. Okay, so if I shade in this part, we can see it's got one face. Then if I shade in the next part, there's two. Then if I shade in the next part, there's three. And now I'm going to swing it around a bit so you can see the other side of the cube here. And when I do that, you can see that there's four. Then shade in another part, there's five. And then I'm going to move it again so you can see the bottom part here, and that's six. So the number of faces the cube has are six. And again, it's just the flat part basically of the cube. And that's on all three-dimensional shapes that are like this. Okay, they all have a face. So now that we know that a cube has six faces, let's take a look at the number of edges that a cube has. And the edges are basically what it sounds like. It's the edge of the shape. So what I'm highlighting here and here and here, these are the edges of the cube. So again, I'm going to highlight what they are so you can get a better visual of how many edges the cube has. Okay, so if I highlight this part here, you can see it's got one. And then I'm going to highlight this part here. There's two. And you can see the other one there is also in blue, but it's got a black outline. So we know there's two edges so far. And if I highlight this part here, there's three. And if I highlight this part here, there's four. Now let's highlight the next part. There's five. And then I'll highlight the next part again. Six. Now we have six edges, and I'm not done yet. The next part I'm going to highlight is here. That's seven. And then I'm going to highlight the next part here. Eight. And then I'm going to highlight the next part here. That's nine. But I'm not done yet, because now I'm going to move the cube to the other side so you can see that now we have 10. And then I'm going to move it again. I'm going to keep counting. I got 11. And then I'm going to finish it off here with 12. So we know that the number of edges that a cube has is 12. Now let's take a look at the number of vertices that this cube has. And as you can see, I've been highlighting the different sides and of the 3D cube here, and I will continue doing that. So the way that's going to look is just like this. You can see I've got a highlight of where the first vertex is here, and that's basically where the corners meet here on the side. So it's where this here and this here meet and make a corner. That's the vertice. So we're going to count how many vertices does the cube have. Okay, so you can see I've already done one here. So we'll keep counting here. So here's one, and then we'll go to the next one. There's two vertices. Then we'll keep counting here. There's three vertices. And then let's continue on. We've got four vertices. And let's just keep going ahead. Let's keep going on and counting. We've got five vertices. Now we've got six vertices. Now we've got seven vertices. And like what I've been doing with the others, I'm going to just move it, shift it, that I should say, so we can keep counting. Here we've got seven vertices, and then the last one here is eight vertices. So the number of vertices that a cube has is 8 vertices. Okay, let's go ahead and actually, before I do the bonus activity, I want to go over another aspect of 3D shapes and counting now, and then I'll go over the bonus activity with you guys now. Before I continue on with the video, I just wanted to go over Euler's formula. And as you can see here, I've got a definition on what Euler's formula is. Euler's formula is for any polyhedron that doesn't intersect itself. The number of faces plus the number of vertices, or the corner points, minus the number of edges, always equals 2. And this formula can be written as F plus V minus E equals 2. So we'll try it on the cube here. As you can see, we know that a cube has 6 faces, 8 vertices, and 12 edges. So we're going to just take 6, add 8, and then subtract 12, and that equals 2. Now again, I had said earlier that this only works for any polyhedron. So if you wanted to try it on some other ones, I've got some other examples here for you to just cross-check this. Okay? And just showing you here, Euler's formula with the faces, vertices, and edges of these other three-dimensional shapes. You can see that all of the answers equal 2. Okay? So I just wanted to share this with you. In case some of you who want to challenge yourselves with something else, you can go ahead and try this on not just other shapes, or you can just explore it on your own. Okay? So I'll leave a link down in the description below on the website where you can look into this more. So here's the bonus activity. And as I had said earlier in the video, I'm going to have you basically identify the faces, edges, and vertices for these three-dimensional shapes that you see here. I also threw in an extra task, if you will call it, of telling me what the names are for each of these shapes. And I left you a name list down below so you can identify which one is which. Okay, so I didn't mention any of these before because, well, if I tell you the names of them, you're going to already have the answer. And like with all my other videos, I'm going to assume that you've already been exposed to 3D shape properties and are maybe looking for something as a reinforcement or an extra activity to do, and that's what I've provided here with you with this video and this bonus activity. So activity is just what the directions say. Fill in the name and the number of faces, edges, and vertices for each shape. And like I said, I left the name list down below for you. So you can go ahead and complete this activity. Again, you can print it out, take a screenshot and print it out, or you could try and draw it. I think it's pretty much you could do it. Might take you a little while to do, so but I don't think it's impossible. So if you didn't want to print it, just get out some line paper and just trace very carefully, okay, the shape, and then just tell me the name, faces, edges, and vertices for each one, okay? And that'll do it for this video for today, guys. And hey, as always, I appreciate you spending part of your day watching my video and hopefully getting something out of it. And I look forward to seeing you on the next one. Thank you once again for joining in today's lesson. Please message me through Facebook Messenger, or you can email me at jollyformore@gmail.com to learn more about my online tutorial service. Please leave a comment down below. If you know someone interested in hiring an online tutor, share this video. And if you would like to get a bell notification for all my newest videos, please subscribe to my channel. I look forward to seeing you again in my next video. And until then, please be safe out there. Have a great day.